My name is Brianna, and along with Matt and Manish, I am one of the interns at LabRecon this year. This video demonstrates the use of LabRecon's Measurement Wizard features to configure sensors and outputs of LabRecon's hardware for the Miller-Urey experiment. LabRecon has a built-in database of scaling, linearization, and interface parameters for over 500 commercially available sensors. This database also includes circuit configurations for hundreds of voltage and current measurements. First, we will show the configuration of a thermistor for temperature measurement. We will start by opening the Start menu and clicking on the Measurement and Circuit Wizard. A screen showing the LabRecon chip will open. This is the chip used on both the breadboard experimenter and the mini DAC. This view shows the 8 analog inputs, a counter frequency input, PWM, servo, and other digital outputs. Further pin functionality options, including a dual stepper motor control and quadrature encoder inputs, can be configured in the bottom section. Note that every LabRecon window has one or more help buttons. We can select any of the 8 analog input pins, and then click Use Wizard. The sensors and circuits in the database are arranged under 28 different physical qualities. We will select Temperature and click Next. Here we can set custom names. For now, we will keep the defaults and click Next. We are now presented with various sensor types included in the database. We will keep Thermistor and click Next. We are now presented with a list of thermistors, which include temperature ranges, accuracies, values, and typical prices. We will now choose a sensor and click Finish. We are now presented with the recommended circuit, the resistor, and the scaling curve. At this point, we can select OK to finish the channel configuration. We will come back to this screen to show advanced options in about a minute. The chip view screen now shows the voltage measurement at the pin and the resulting temperature. I will now click on Show Wiring Object that will open the wiring diagram to show the 8-channel object added showing the temperature. I will now go to Panel to add LED display from the palette. We can now connect the display. And we can now see the temperature measurement. LabRecon has a wide array of functions, and we will now perform a conversion. We can click on the palette to access the functions. Note that we can also click on Show List to see a list of the functions. We will now add the Convert Units function. Right-click on the wire to delete it, and rewire it to use the new function. To select the proper conversions, we will right-click on the function and select Properties. We will choose Temperature and keep the default of Celsius to Fahrenheit and close the properties. We can now see the temperature in Fahrenheit. We will also add an LED gauge. We will wire it up and now have a different temperature display. Note that the size of the gauge can be adjusted, and one can right-click on an object and select Properties to customize the look of it. We will now use the Measurement Wizard again to set the second channel for a conductivity sensor. Once again, we use Wizard, click Conductivity, and leave the defaults. We select our sensor and click Finish. Once again, we can see the circuit, no resistors, and the graph. And we click OK. Thank you for watching this video, and we hope you learned a lot about the LabRecon software.